It is a sexy keyboard. It's my keyboard, and we're going.
That's what I said.
It is one of many keyboards in this room, and it is going to be one of many keyboards.
Yeah.
Do you want to switch chairs, by the way? We have.
I don't.
I promise we don't have a problem in this family. I promise.
That's mine.
Oh, you know what? Can't stick around because of your work, but you wanted to drop by. Well, I much appreciate it. There is so much in for you. And hopefully, if you can swing by later, you'll get to see the finished builds. The plan is to make 3 more of these.
I love my one.
Alright, should we say hi before she leaves?
I did. Oh, is it on camera?
That's the wrong scene. I also have not turned my camera on.
No, you have not.
Nonsense. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
See, I thought you was going to set this up before starting the stream.
Look. You've clearly not tuned into enough of my streams.
Look.
You should know that being organised is literally...
Rotate myself.
Being organised is just not something we do on this stream.
Yes, I know.
There we go.
Bye.
At some point, I may turn the lights on and blind you.
Alright. I'm blinding the audience, to be honest.
No, just...
I will reflect. Like...
You're leaning the wrong way.
No, I was reading the chat.
How's that? Can you read?
People aren't going to hear me. Move it back to where it was.
You are a nuisance, you are.
Move it back to where it was. Also, thank you, Georgie. I also love my hair.
There we go, keyboards. I can... Whoops, I think I just turned on my mum's. Oh, I just blocked your face. Tragic. Tragic.
Rude.
Whoops.
Whoops. What are you doing?
Oh, I turned on mum's keyboard accidentally.
It's fine.
Oh, you know what? I'm eating, so we actually don't need gameplay. After done eating, then.
After done eating.
After I finish eating.
No, you heard it first. After done eating.
Have a good day at work. If you get bored, you know where to find us.
Bye. Yeah, I can't even remember who's my feet.
Wife was her idea. I actually, you know, I had the featuring.
No, okay, no.
Kaylin
So when he was writing it, I legit thought he was going to write wife, and I was like, oh, I'm surprised you didn't put wife, and then he changed it.
I was like halfway through Kaylin Muriel _art, and she said wife, and I just
No, I said
Control.
I'm surprised you didn't put wife.
and I control backspaced it.
Right, 44. 44. Right.
Alright, chat, we are really going to have to figure out a very important question as to whether the lights turn on in order to make me show up past
Where's the switch?
11 PM. Or it's in the Nintendo Switch or the light switch?
No, it's in the light switch. Okay, it's not actually that bad.
Yeah, you're not overexposed today. No, it shows off my giant gaping spot.
Where?
Spot on my forehead.
Oh, that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It came up like last night at work, pissing me off all night.
Oh, have I done sweet one?
But yeah, I have posted nothing about this on. I need to update Twitter with the hello, actually live.
Yeah, good point. Oh,
It's alright. Like I said, you can.
I'm surprised you didn't put it the other way.
No, the back camera is a better camera.
hair. I never get my hair right.
Alright.
Oh, whilst we're on your PC, not now obviously, but we can sort of.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I have to download all the updates because Mixture is multiple patches to find. Several. An alarming amount of patches to find. I haven't even opened Discord or anything.
Yeah, you're very.
Well, I actually did the tweet ahead of time that said, hey, I'm doing it at 9:30, which was like 9:30 Nigerian time, so like, when did we go live? 9:45?
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's not bad. I was expecting to be going live at 10:30, I'll be honest.
I went for one. Oh, I should have done double.
I've been added in CG, hopefully it's nothing important.
Poor Toy Story.
That's pretty funny. If you're eating Rice Krispies, stop that, they are terrible. That's what you love to see.
That's amazing. I need to change that icon.
How did it put us? Slash. Twitch. Can't spell. This is not going well. This is not boding well for typing test later.
You said time twice.
Keyboard time for real this time. Yeah. Can't be able to change it.
And I got this soda.
Yeah, I'll post in the caps on Discord later.
Fair.
Once we actually start building. Now we'll be chilling. Why did you do those on your Cheerio and not on the Swiftman?
I already did switch one.
Oh,
The Cheerio's the last one.
oh, you didn't say that she was possible. No, I meant the resurrected one.
Because I have what?
Oh,
What? I need
Right.
resurrected what? Because now I've got new units from. And then these cards.
fair enough. I
Then I'll go back to
don't know why you didn't do the Cheerio raid then.
Because I already had leftovers with Void and yeah. Because I hate having many units at a time. Yeah, I don't want to do anything zero.
Have you stepped in that banner yet? Oh, you
No,
got
I'm farming to step 10 the banner.
you've got a birthday medal.
I don't have a birthday.
As in, you can do a full. You've got 20 of them.
Oh, do I?
You can tell because on the bottom bar, you know, the events bar, if it shows birthday medal, that means you have enough to redeem. Because I saw it down there.
Oh, I have two.
Oh,
Alright, let's pull on this birthday
alright.
thing.
Do you want to help me get all of the keyboard shit from my room?
I don't know where any of it is.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, all under the
Who
Good glass
am I
table.
gonna get?
Ooh, unfortunate.
I already got her. I got her yesterday, or the day before, whatever it was. Well, that sucked. She's now 3-5. Why is it swelteringly hot? Good question, Jamie. I don't know. Oh, I have. Perfect. I didn't think I did use Churu Raid, but I have. No, not all of them. You'd be surprised. I'm gonna move my phone stand then. We're not using it straight away.
Yes, I did say.
Oops.
That's why I said you didn't need to start the call so early, because it's just going to drain battery. Why is it so swelteringly hot? It's actually alright. Well, it's alright here at the moment, but we're also in
So
short
now
sleeves.
8.
I don't know how long it's going to take for us to build the thing.
Oh,
Scratch yourself.
I don't know. I just suddenly felt great. Whether that was you or whether it was my iPad, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think that's enough.
Enough what?
We want to go this one.
Don't want webcam? Oh,
There we go. Yeah, we'll have all of our stuff here.
Well. Yeah.
Oh, that's official. Oh, I'll just message Caps now. Yeah. Starting the build stream for the CU80 and 65s. HTS, come on, Twitch. Oh, TV, KnTElixARCHIve. Alright. So, step one is move my keyboard out of the way because it's just going to take up so much space. Yeah.
What?
Alright.
It is starting to get hot now, isn't it?
Get out.
Am I... Hold up. He's back. Hold on.
What you do? Alright, so we got a lot of stuff to do. We've got switches. We've got fabric plasters. We've got a mouse that's in shot. We've got stabilizers to do. Oh, you know, screw it. We'll do all of these. We'll do these in order. I was also trying to not have that box that has my address on it. On camera. We've got a bunch of cool things to do. All of them will take various amounts of time. What's better?
Yeah, probably.
Child.
I'm not a child, but I am.
Ow.
Soz. I'm back. Ow. My knee.
Alright. There we go. I'm now
It's
locked.
not that bothered me, it was your knee.
Apologies. Alright, so we've got.
And I got this soda.
Oh, there's scissors over there.
What is?
Scissors.
Yeah.
occurred to me that I've never done the holy mod before, and this is going to be a freaking nightmare. So our goal, you can do cons exchange for that.
Yeah.
Oh, they even gave us like ads for it. That's cool.
Huh. Oh wow, 28.
Oh, please be in here. Alright, my lube is in here. Oh, I had scissors in here as well. Previous me is slightly more organized.
Do you want me to put these back?
Yeah. Okay. So I really should have brought up like a tutorial on doing stabilizers again, but it's okay. We've got wires. We've got these, which we won't
I think you're quieter than the music.
Quieter than the music? Is the music?
I'm just noticing it on your bars.
Yeah, I can probably make it quieter. And then, oh, it's maxed out for us. There we go. Or,
Okay, I think that's better.
or I could turn it up for us and then turn it down on the stream. Oh my
No, I
goodness.
think that's fine.
Those screws are so small. That's horrifying.
I'll do them then.
It's amazing how fast this got cluttered. This is going to be a nightmare. So, we've got to do the stabilizers, which is the last part of, or the first part / last part of the board, because they're the most important part. If these suck, then the whole board will sound like shit. Step 1. Are these balanced? Not really. Oh.
Then again, is it because you put it on this?
I was hoping this would just be perfectly flat. Like, there's a little bit, but it should be okay. Oh, they gave us 2.
Should be fine.
If one of these, that's the 7th one. Do not need that.
Remember, bearing in mind, it's also sticking to your finger as you lift up.
Yeah. I don't actually need all of these stabs. I think I only need that one, and that one can go back into that.
What do you want?
Can you grab my keyboard, please? I don't remember how many stabilizers we need for this build. Lube stabilizers on stream, he said. It will be fun, he said. You know what, I'm becoming increasingly lazy with every passing second. So instead... There. Right shift. Yep, that's a stabilizer. We would have seen it coming. 1, 2, 3. We need 3... Okay, I did take out the right mark. 1, 2, 3, and then a big boy. Alright, this can go back up instead. You know, we might even pause the video for a bit. Oh, shoot.
Can't pause a live stream.
No, but we can pause the music and bring up an on-screen keyboard because I've just gone and thrown my keyboard on the other side of the room. This has saved me many times. There we go, homogeneo.
Hey guys, welcome back. So, if you've
How
ever
loud
tried to
is
build
that?
a keyboard
Way too
before,
loud.
chances are your stabilizers
Very.
may have sounded like this.
Ooh, no, let's just skip straight to... Don't need to quit.
Mod. The main objective of the Holy mod is to place a band-aid into the stabilizer stem to cushion the stabilizer wire and reduce rattle. So to get started, get your fabric band-aid and peel off one side. That way you can still hold on to the other end
doesn't
without
work
sticking to your hands. You then want to cut off a small piece of band-aid that is roughly the size of the hole of the stabilizer stem. Try to avoid cutting a piece that's too big as it'll make the stabilizer feel mushy and heavy, and try to avoid cutting a piece that's too small as it can reduce the overall effectiveness of the Holy mod. So once you've cut the band-aid to an appropriate size, stick the band-aid onto your tweezer and slide it into the stabilizer stem like this. You want to slide your tweezer in through the side where there is one angled hole and not the end with two holes. After that, you want to use your fingers to gently pull off the band-aid from the tweezer and press down the end of the band-aid on the side where there is one angled hole. Try your best to make sure that the band-aid is secure and does not stick out the side of the stem. If it sticks on the wall slightly, it's okay. Just make sure that your band-aid covers the entire ramp, as I like to call it. I like to use my tweezers to apply some force to make sure that it sticks onto the stem. And once it's secure, you can now move on to the other side. You want to cut off some of the band-aid but leave a small amount so that you can push the rest into the shorter hole below. This is to make sure that the band-aid stays in place and doesn't move even though the wire rubs against it. So push the band-aid into the short hole using a tweezer and press down so that it sticks. And just to make sure, use your tweezer to press around the stabilizer stem until everything feels firm. And once that's done, you just have to repeat that for the rest of your stabilizer stems. If you're doing this for the first time, it can be a little frustrating and a bit time consuming, but once you get into the rhythm of things and you practice a little bit more, it's actually really easy. Alright, so the main part of the Holy mod. So
you do the Holy mod first, then you lube
stabilizers. For lube, I like to
Cool. Alright. So the cool thing that with Hamaji's video is he's using clear stabilizers. These are opaque, so I won't have the visual cue or guidance to do it at all. Which is the downsides of doing Howie's one first. Because our ones that are in the box are clear, and then the smoky ones that we have. Alright, let's do... Oh well, Howie knew there was potential that it could get annihilated. Hello, Kenny. I take it you have reached the part of the train that has signal.
Just notice you have one of them, their bots in the chat want to ban.
Where?
Jamie said.
Yeah, I don't. What bot? I don't see a bot in my chat at all.
Unless he's talking about the host.
Oh, that person.
We've already banned.
Oh yeah, no, they're already banned.
HO guy.
Yeah, no, they're already banned. Pardon? I don't know what my phone is.
Here.
Yeah, I know. No, it hasn't. Oh. Yeah, no, my phone was on not loud because I'm streaming. Alright, last. Maybe it's because we just didn't respond. She didn't know if we were awake. Oh, I've got to peel this. Can you peel this, please?
Peel what?
The plaster. Oh, wait, that's gonna be stupid.
What do you mean?
I've already figured out what I was doing.
As in, take it all out?
Yeah, I realized that I forgot how plasters work, and yep, there it is. That's the side I need. You just went past Milton Keynes cursed. Never speak that place again. Wait, you're on a train. You're on a train, but your train arrives in 10 minutes and you fell asleep? Bro, pick a struggle. I hope this is enough. Well, Howie accepted that, like, parts of the build may be scuffed just because...
As long as it looks good and works, that's all you need for it.
Yeah, and apparently the Holy mod feels like crap anyway when you start. This looks roughly like the size that he cut, right?
I don't know. As long as it
hold on
fits.
to the
So
other
his
end
one,
without
well,
it
his ones
sticking
aren't
to your
rounded.
hands. You then want to cut off a small piece
No,
of
his
band-aid
looks
that is
thinner.
roughly the
Thinner,
size
you
of the
think?
hole of the stabilizer stem. Try to
And we'll
avoid
just
cutting a
try
piece
it
that's
and
too
see.
big, as it'll make the stabilizer feel mushy and
Having
heavy,
looked
and
at
try
the
to
size
avoid
of the
cutting a
hole,
piece
I
that's
think
too
I
small,
grossly
as it can reduce the
overestimated
overall
the power.
effectiveness of the holy mod.
You know
So
what?
once
No,
you've
I was
cut the
just
band-aid
trimming
to
it. I was just
appropriate
trimming it.
size, stick the band-aid onto your
Yeah,
tweezer
thin enough
and
to
slide
fit
it
the
into the
casing.
stabilizer stem.
The video kind of makes me forget how bloomin' tiny these things are. They are just teeny boys. Right, I'm gonna have to go thin.
And
It's a good thing we have a whole lot of plaster for me to mess this up a bunch of times.
I'm just sitting here like,
Yep, this is the bit that if I'd had another stream to do it and we had the plasters, I would have done it when I was doing all the other switches. Or done it at work. But unfortunately, I did not have plasters until you were here. Alright, where are my tweezers? They're my tweezers. Panicked for a second. So he said, put it on the, wait, this is the sticky side. Put it halfway on the tweezer. Is this still too big for the hole? Behave you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I'm a dumb.
Oh, I should have done this with a. This might still be too thick. Sheesh! You have to cut this. You have to cut this thin. All these stabs are just unreasonably thin, which is also possible. Why did I commit to holy modding for my first one? Do the holy mod, he said. It will be fun, he said. That looks too thick again. No, wait, maybe salvageable. Ready for the next hour of me just cutting thin strips of plaster that are too thick. I'd be like Bart Simpson on the cruise, constantly asking for thinner. Alright, there we go. This one will be the one. Focus, please. That looks like it should fit. Alright, which way is this?
Doesn't matter. You cut it off eventually anyway.
Yes.
Well, he's holding it
the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, left hand dexterity, my weakness. Right, so it goes all the.
You are so out.
There's only so much I can do. Why don't you use that as a guide to cut the others? Because, Kenny, I believe in repetitive act. Soon I'll just be able to feel it with my soul going to shoot myself. Why is this so difficult to put through? Why are both sides sticky? Not how plasters are supposed to work.
They're not, they shouldn't.
It shouldn't be, but it's... I can't tell if I'm just stupid, which is entirely possible. I cannot get this to go through.
Do you want me to try?
Please do. Don't even care if it's on camera. Alright, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000.
I'm gonna do this for every single.
No, not for every single key. This is just for all the stabilizers. Which thankfully because we are on glorious ISO layout, we only have to do it 4 times for each keyboard.
Fine then.
Yes, so 12 times overall, I guess. This is too thick again. There'll be a point where we...
Do you have another set of tweezers?
No. I don't, but I bet Mum does. Ooh, you got it through. Look at that.
It's just you wanna...
Oh, you want to tweezer it through?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know she uses scissors and just lightly pull on it, but I don't know if it's gonna cut it or not.
It shouldn't do.
Like we're performing a surgery and no one can see what we're doing.
Oh, had some give there. Am I pulling it through? I'm pulling it through.
I'll give that back to you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, nearly dropped it. That would have been tragico. Oh, panic. Panic. Alright, we've got that.
This. You want to slide your tweezer in through the side where there is one angled hole and not the end with two holes. After that, you want to use your fingers to gently pull off the band-aid from the tweezer and press down the end of the band-aid on the side where there is one angled hole. Try your best to make sure that the band-aid is secure and doesn't...
Probably used to doing it.
Yep. Makes it look depressingly easy. In fact, I almost think that if I just watched a couple more seconds of the video, maybe we could have done this the easy way. But it's okay.
They did surgery on a grave. Oh, my keyboard's still MIA. Oof. Sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss.
Well, it could be worse. You could be a European looking to get this board, because apparently everyone's favourite...
Right, do you want me to start the second one? The last.
Yeah. I don't know if this is too thick.
I'm sure I'll suss it out. Ah, no, that should be fine.
Okay, and there's the green boy. You want to have it so the ramp side is...
Well, it doesn't matter what way I put it in. You'll just cut this side to the end that you don't need to use. Right, this might be.
I feel like this is a hugely inefficient use of plaster. I could have, but I wanted the best of how. Mother, do you happen to have a pair of tweezers?
Plasters are very sticky.
Yeah, never really realised how sticky they were.
Maybe we should cut them in that first, slide through it and then peel it.
That seems like a lot. Could we borrow them, please? Alright, I managed to do my first half.
I've sort of poked it through, but I need tweezers
to grip it again.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll have a second set of tweezers.
Yes.
I managed to do a pretty good job of painting this one down. Pushing this one down. I need to bring this camera slightly closer.
I don't want to waste.
I mean, if I cut this in half, then we get a second one that's the right size. Because there's so much plaster that's not being used.
Can do that then.
Will not stick out the side of the stem. If it sticks on the wall slightly, it's okay. Just make sure that your band-aid covers the entire ramp. As
so big compared to...
I like to use my tweezers to apply some force to make sure that it sticks onto the stem.
And once it's secure, you can now move on
to the other side. You want to cut off some of the band-aid, but leave a small amount so that you can push the rest into the shorter hole below.
Mum, do you have the tweezers?
In place and doesn't move.
Could we borrow them, please?
Against it. So push the band-aid into the short hole using a tweezer and press down so that
I thought when you were confirming that they were there that you
press around the stabilizer stem until everything feels firm. And once that's done, you just have to take that for the rest of your stabilizer stem. If you're doing this for the first time, it can be a little frustrating and a bit time consuming, but once you get into the rhythm of things and you practice a little bit more, it's actually really easy. Alright, so with the main part of the holy mod complete,
I don't know
we can
why
now
I
move on
found
to
that funny.
moving our stabilizers.
funny.
For lube, I like to use Tritox 2520 as it provides a very smooth
No,
sound
it's
and
just,
feel without feeling too thick or
Have you
too
got
thin.
them?
So
Yes. Could we borrow them? Yes. But they don't have legs. I love that. That was so funny.
Oh, crushed a nut.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. All because these things don't have legs. How dare
Because they don't have what?
they? Legs.
Ah.
Alright, I'm gonna try cutting this in half. Potentially, usually fatal move. Every time I cut these, it just feels mushy and gross. Alright, so we've got...
What, the plaster?
Yes. I should like stick that to that. There we go. There's an extra. Hello, Ash. Welcome to stream. Oh, look at you go. You are nailing this. Alright, now the slight downside is these tweezers are actually normal tweezers and not keyboard tweezers, so they're not stupidly thin to make it in. I might need to borrow your tweezers real quick. Just real quick. Hopefully.
Yes, it is.
Yes, this is Howie's keyboard. Alright, that worked pretty... I mean, it did something.
How you, like, it worked pretty... Yeah.
It was there. There's your tweezers back. Yes, unfortunately, as a result of starting with Howie's keyboard, we've actually got the hardest stabilizers to use. Which...
Where's the plaster?
You cutting more strips?
Yeah, I've done that.
Ah, you're outpacing me. Thought you were trying to pick it up there with the scissors. Panic. This is a nightmare. Stabilizers are the worst. Got filming switches for, but no. Stabilize. This is the tree that we must defeat. Skizzers. I could probably cut a little bit more liberally. But how are you doing, Ash, on this fine Wednesday? Wednesday
Oh wow,
morning?
I cut that perfect right there. I didn't even need tweezers to pull through.
Man, I really hope that we don't have to put anything in this top slide, because I am just mashing the excess in.
Where's the other two? Oh, got them over there. Never mind.
There you go. Yeah, I have to use your ones to thin it down. Alright. Oh, you're so fast at this. I literally cannot keep up.
I used my hands to do that one.
Okay, little miss.
This one.
Little miss. I have dexterous feet. You don't have giant sausage
No, it's
finger
because I
hands.
cut it thin enough where you can just poke it through with your hands.
Oh, well, look at you, Mrs. I can use scissors like a competent human being. I worked in a school. I can use scissors.
I worked in a nursery, actually.
Oh, look at me. I worked in a nursery. I can use scissors.
Arguably, so can 3-year-olds.
Well...
Oh. And I got this door.
I can't tell if I need... Yeah, okay, there's probably... I probably want to cut a little bit of this. Have you done... Oh, I haven't pulled out all the green ones yet.
Well, you said 5. So I did 5.
Was it 5?
You told me 5.
Was it? I think it might have been 4.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you got 4 anyway.
No, okay, no, I'm stupid. It's more than 4.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like 12 altogether.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, 4, 8, 12. Yeah.
No, it's gonna be 8. 8.
For this keyboard.
Yes. 8 to the green boys for this keyboard. Now the question is, do we just loop all the stabilizers for all of the
ones
things?
that are done, put them on there.
Yeah. Should we just do all of the stabilizers for all the boards now? Or should we do all of Howie's board, not have to deal with this for a bit, and come back and do it for our own boards?
We'll do Howie's first, and then we'll come back and do ours.
Alright, that works for me.
Okay, I will need the tweezers for this one.
Ooh.
So,
Nah, it's alright. I was just thinking I might cut down even more excess. I realise I've been leaving way too much on. I don't think the rail is fully coated. To be honest, I don't think anything's going. I may be entirely wrong, but that's future me's problem. Well, at the very least, actually tuning in, you can see what I'm putting myself through to stop other people from having to do it. Because this is miserable. I'm having a great time. Alright, because I kind of understand what's going on again, we will bring back music, because the deadly silence. Oh, also, because I was bored at work again, I drafted up a 50 board. Just out of sheer boredom. It's a 65% board again. But this one has a volume knocker and it's translucent blue. Its theme was translucent blue, so it's like a... I don't know if you ever had like the Game Boy Colors that had the Game Boy Colors that were like partially see-through.
I haven't. I never owned a Game Boy.
Oh, did you not?
I had the games, which I played on my DS because they were both bad.
Alright, you had the DS Fat, did
Wow, I just pulled that all the way.
Well, that's not very useful, is it?
Yeah, but I never actually owned a Game Boy.
That's fair. But you've seen like Crystal console.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. I just never owned them.
Yeah, so it's like it's a translucent like blue color.
Oh.
So the switch is a translucent blue. The case is translucent blue. Wireless, because I don't actually have any wireless keyboards right now. Yeah, no. It's actually also one of the cheaper builds that I've drafted up, which is quite surprising.
What, new one?
Yeah, the one that I did out of boredom. It's...
Oh, speaking of, I've got to do my controller this one.
Yeah.
Customize my controller.
This was keyboard 5. I've now actually had to start doing shorthand naming things so I can find Don't undo all the progress that Jade made. Don't. No.
If you undo it, you're redoing it.
Well, that's unfortunate news for current me. So I think current me. Wait. If I just close this, maybe I can unmess this up. No, I would just make it worse. Of course I did. Brilliant, brilliant, truly excellent. I hate me. Oh, wait, salvageable. Great lack of dexterity here on my part. Truly, a gifted individual.
Yeah.
I saved it, I saved it. I have this one though. How many are we on? Is that 4 complete ones?
What do you mean? I just done that one.
Oh, you're not doing the folding down, are you?
No, because I don't know what you want to do with them, so I'm just ready.
Okay.
How many are we doing? 8.
8. Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is my
One
last
more.
4.
And then we're done with this. Thank goodness.
It's actually not that bad.
Yes, this is... So, well, we haven't done any
Yeah,
lubing
the
yet.
scissors.
Yeah, we haven't done any lubing yet. To be honest, you can probably just use those. There's more than enough on.
Not as sticky though.
I don't think it... might... I don't know.
We've got plenty of plasters, it's fine.
That we do.
Ah! I dropped the plaster.
There we go. That was a competently done one. Oh, alright, that's... Never mind. I have to look back down at how much is left. We've got to do this, and then lubing the stabilizers is actually the easy bit. A really easy bit.
You had translucent purple GBA.
Yeah, I never had like one of the like original like GBAs. I've got a Game Boy Advance SP that's gorgeous actually. I borrowed it ages ago to play Pokemon Red again. And I had a DS Lite. So I couldn't play original Game Boy games, I could only play Advance.
I also had a DS Lite.
Yeah. I was gutted when I found out that the DS Fat, the older, uglier version, could run regular Game Boy games, but the Lite could only do Advance.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, the Lite is better in every way, except in the ways that it's not. And also, it's not built like a tank, like the DS Fat was, to survive many a drop. Nintendo knew what they were doing.
Great done.
Congratulations.
That one has a split tongue, but oh well.
I'm gonna bring this out like here because I'm doing that thing where I try and work close to my body again, and it's just resulting in not very.
It would have been good if it was more this way.
We can do that.
Oh no, I'm done now.
Well, you're
Until
gonna
we do this.
you're gonna be here for the rest of the stream, aren't you?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, the split tongue, that's really annoying.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, I guess it's not too bad,
Because
thankfully.
you're gonna cut it down anyway.
Yeah, you thankfully have the split tongue on the correct side.
Yes, I know. That's that.
Yeah, that.
I threaded it on purpose.
I see, I see.
You see, you see, you see.
Where are the tweezers? They were right in front of me. There we go, look at that, I'm so much more on camera.
I am actually sweating though.
Ow, you're wearing the bare minimum.
I know, but it's hot.
Well, actually no.
And there's barely any clouds in the sky.
You do need to stick to pajama trousers because we have a top-down camera.
Well, yeah.
Your legs aren't on camera, but they could be.
I'm turning them into short.
Respectable.
Actually quite hot. I'm gonna go to the gym later.
That's okay, gym's air conditioned
Yeah, that's good.
to Cocytus.
Yeah, but that's still another.
Are we going swimming today?
No, it's tomorrow. Still another. I need to get a cap. Still gonna sweat in the gym.
Yeah, sure. It'd be a nice cold sweat. It'll instantly freeze you to death.
Well, medium.
Alright. Oh, have I changed just to makers and building yet?
Do what?
No, we're still on just chatting.
Can't remember how many of these I needed.
Oh, it's makers and crafting. Might be. Alright.
By the way, in between whilst I'm not doing stuff, I'm just playing Bleach.
No, that's valid. Multitask.
Exactly.
Alright, not all of these rails were created evenly, because I'm involved with it, so therefore it's scuffed. But that is the penance you pay Eventually, these will become less scuffed. I will get less terrible at these.
Older.
Yep. My bad.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright, so now get the lube the rails. This is just lube, paint the outside, add the space, paint. Alright, assembling the wires is going to be horrific.
Do we need to brush?
No, I'll do the lube for these just to save us making this.
Thanks. Let's see how it is.
Yes. I'm going to make a mess.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant I would be messy.
Yes, but I will also make a mess. So instead of both of us making a mess, one of us.
I am an artiste. I know how to use a brush.
Okay. Well, do you want to try doing lubing the stabilizers then?
I don't mind. You show me what to do.
All right. I will do the first one, and then you can do the other one, and I will start on the board, I guess. If we did have a second lube brush, I would totally do it, but I only have one because I'm a poor child that bought it from China on the cheap. China. All right, where is my brush? So I don't actually have a lube holder because also so the free 3D printed stem holder that they gave me, which is terrible, by the way. These things, they give them to you free for a reason. I use it as a lube brush holder. Alright, so the main... The main thing is lubing that up. I've clicked through this video like 6 different times and I'm taking in no information, possibly because I'm just not... I'm not watching the video, and the still images are not helping.
That looks fun.
It is kind of fun.
Right, so what am I doing? Holding that bit.
Alright. So, ideally not getting that much lube on the brush. Ignoring the fact that I'm putting a crap load of lube on the brush, we're just going to spread it around the lid to have not that much. And then we are painting the inside rails. I guess I should do that. I will do this as close to camera as I can. I mean, the inside rail. Ignore my brush spraying. That's because cheap. I just did a full 360 and I was wondering why I couldn't see a different angle. So, a decent enough coat. It really only matters on the side ones, I guess, because the other ones are kind of thin and won't come into contact. So now we have the inside of that all lubed up.
That's the thing, where are we putting them?
We're going to put that there. We're probably just going to put them on top of this bag, I'll be honest.
Just so I know.
Yeah, so there's that. Then we take one of these, and then this is actually what the stem holder's for. So you use a 0. At least maxed out his soul tree.
Yeah, but only level 1.
He's also a ranged Tokunabe. So stem holder holds the thing by the cross. And then this one, you're basically just getting it so you get like a sheen, as if it's been sweating. So if you can see the white of the lube, you've got too much lube.
Because they go in there.
Well, I've just been wiping off excess in the lid.
No, is it?
Yeah, they go in there.
Okay, how do you do?
Well, you're gonna... Time to watch the video again.
Onto the stabilizer stems until the
like
two faces are evenly coated.
You
After
sure?
that,
You were so
I put the
confident.
stabilizer stem and housing back together. If you have trouble knowing which way to put it back in, the side of the stem with two holes should line up with the entrance of the stabilizer housing. It is always a really good practice to make sure that the stabilizer stem and housing line up, because if they don't, the stabilizer will straight up not work, and you're gonna have to take it apart and flip the stem around. I like to apply a stabilizer stem or too thin layer of lube onto the stabilizer stem.
Alright, which way did you put this?
Until the two faces are evenly coated. After that, I put the stabilizer stem and housing back together. If you have trouble knowing which way to put it back in.
The fun side is that way. Wait, no. Stem is going to be that way. Oh, he switched over to tweezers midway through, the mad lad.
Okay.
Oh, the moment of truth. I didn't mess it up. Let's go. Alright, and now we want... Uh-oh. I think it goes that way. That looks correct. I think that's correct. I mean, goes through, I guess. So much for the clear housing. Quite how we thought first.
Again,
Oh, which way do these clip? Well, that's the thing.
the side of the stem with two holes should line up with the entrance of the
I think I've done that
stabilizer
correctly.
housing. It is always a really good practice to make sure that the stabilizer stem and housing line up, because if they don't, the stabilizer will straight up not work, and you're gonna have to take it apart and flip the stem around. It's just a huge waste of time, and you should just always double check.
A huge waste
Alright,
of
so next
time.
up,
I
we have
would
the
never
stabilizer
do
wires.
that.
I like to apply a generous amount of lube onto the wires until
Alright,
you
so
can
that
just
one's
see
nice
the
and simple.
wire
Let's just
underneath
get
the
it
lube.
properly
You want to try your
lubed
best
up
to get it
and
as even
painted.
as possible, and also make sure that you lube the area where the wire clips onto the stabilizer housing. You then want to insert the lubed part of the wire into the stabilizer housing, and this can be a little bit annoying as the fabric.
This is horrifying. So stabilizer goes in that way. That way. In terms of the hole, I think I've done this correctly. I think I've... Nice. So I think I've somehow managed to not mess that up on the first attempt. Pros? Nah. I mean, I can teach you a pro tip, which is cheat. This is how some people do their. This is how some people lube their wires. This is a pro tip. This will save. That's too much. That is far too much. Why do people do it this way? This is stupid. Why do people say this is a good way of doing it? Look at that. And
I'm leaving these as well, right?
you will be. But do purple and green one at a time.
Yes. And I'm leaving the outside of green, right?
Outside of the green, inside of the purple. Halfway.
I wish we had two brushes.
Same. I wish I had more than one brush. This brush sometimes feels
Do you
too...
not have to? How do you not have two?
Because I only bought a kit that had one.
Do you not just have a brush laying around?
No, you would be more likely stereotypically to have a brush lying around. Once again, we could inquisite if Mum has brushes that don't have legs. There we go.
Could have also went to town first.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. This is probably overly lubed, but that's okay. You want a lubed up stab, I think. Mayonnaise coated.
Yeah.
I do wonder how mayonnaise would go with a lube. Probably horrifically. Yeah. So this goes.
I'll leave them to you.
So that goes in that. I have made an error, but I can't quite figure out what the error is. can't quite figure. I think the error is just that I'm stupid, which we've established on multiple occasions.
Housing. You then want to insert the looped part of the wire into the stabilizer housing.
What, he just slotted it on and like it was nothing. What?
Will block the entrance area where the wire clips onto the stabilizer
So
housing.
he's holding
You
it.
then want to insert the looped part
And then
of the
yeah,
wire
it's
into the
just
stabilizer.
in the hole. What? Oh, you know what? I think I'm grossly incompetent. Yep, that looks like that was just a Andrew doesn't know what he's doing moment. Yeah, that was definitely a certified. Whoops. Two. Wait. Is this not the right way? It is the right way. Go in, damn you. There we go. That's kind of in.
Stabilizer housing, and this can
But
be
why am
a
I
little bit
putting these
annoying
in?
as the fabric band-aid will block the entrance slightly. Try your best not to force the wire in and gently rotate and push it in until the wire slides in easily. Once the wire enters the stabilizer stem, push down until it clicks into place. You should hear an audible click once it goes in, and then repeat this for the other side of the wire. Unfortunately,
Well,
there
that's
is
not
no
good.
exact amount of lube to use with each stabilizer. It
I
really
don't have the clicking. I don't have the clicking snap that it's supposed to have. Oh, look at all this mess that I'm.
I'm gonna leave that there.
I've just accepted I'm just gonna get covered in lube.
I think I'm doing fine though.
I can be of no valuable information. I'm being mentally doomed. I just don't get how this goes in the clip. Campbell.
And your symbol too. Hopefully there they are the right way.
And now it's just... I don't understand how the wire goes in. I really don't. The wire
So no, I just didn't know where to put it.
Now this looks like I've got this back. Right. Now that's the right way. For sure. Definitely the right way. That goes in. And clip. There we go. That was not clean in the slightest. This also does not seem to be correct at all. Wait, is it correct? I can't tell. No, I think I've done this backwards. Oh, brilliant. Wasn't kidding about a giant waste of time. All right. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Now. Wait. That correct? I think that's correct. Alright, so you've now done these housings. Well, you probably couldn't have done it worse than I have. I probably also told you the wrong way, so probably not very... That's probably what... That's why I have little confidence that this is correct, because I was not correct when I told you.
But you didn't tell me, that's the thing, I just put...
Okay, I was not correct when you were watching me. It's probably a better way of saying it then.
Oh, you...
Right, I think this one conveniently happens to be correct. Maybe I was correct, I'm overthinking this. Can I borrow that real quick? Sure. Thank you. One day, I hope someone can teach me. Like, there's faster ways of lubing springs and other things. I hope somebody comes up with a faster way of lubing stabilizers. Or maybe, you know, I just...
It doesn't actually take that long.
Yes. I mean, the main part is getting it the right way around the first time. Not lead. Right in there. Not feel like it's going in. There we go. Now in. It's there. And then I didn't make it click, but that looks like a stabilizer that's been completed. It's going to be that's going to be vile, probably, and awful to use. I'm sorry, Howie. In advance.
And so is Howie even there?
Nah, it's okay. He'll be asleep. He'll be awake once the stream is longer. The fastest way is to dunk it in there. So, with dielectric groups, people actually do that. They just dunk it in there. And I tried it earlier, but there was just too much. Stabilize these nuts. I will cut them there. Make sure they are safe and sound. Alright, is this the right way? I'm going to hazard no. Well, I can't wait for me to have said, I don't think this is correct, and then redo them, and then it turns out that I was right the first time. Alright, you know what, I'm going to try the Jamie method again.
I'm literally finished with the brush.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never mind, sod it then. Painting time. Oh, once we're done with stabilizers and we're actually working on the damn keyboard, it's gonna feel so much nicer. I can't wait to detox from this for like 30 minutes. I need to
well, I'm lucky I didn't get any food.
I can tell you, it is not broken.
Yeah, that's why I'm being cautious.
Caution? What's that? I have thrown that to the wind. Discarded it.
Way too much.
Well,
Every time I hear the music, I just keep it in my mouth. I look over and I'm like, that's fine.
Oh? Well, the problem is I need to get it around the corner as well. There we go. Alright, that's a bit too much. There we go. That's a proper. That's a greasy boy. That's a mayonnaise. That's a mayonnaise stabilizer. Good. Come on, lad. There we go. Click. Right, so one of these stabilizers is much more lubed than the other. Pick 'em up, start using a bit extra. thumbing it in there. Because the one on the left is actually a lot closer to what I want the stabilizers to be. I want them to be lubed up and shit-free. Yeah, I was way too conservative with my lube on the first ones. Factory lube, bone dry. Getty, yeah. Some people actually use a syringe to put extra lube in. If they've done it, they just syringe it in. It's a clever way of doing it. Alright, how many have we completed?
But I'm on my last one.
Okay, we've done 2 Rimmy boys. Slippery sliders. Well, this is definitely faster than doing it with one person. It helps I well, somewhat occasionally know what I'm doing. Not completely, but you know. With that, oh, that's a beaut. Look at the mayonnaise on that. That's beautiful.
If you like that.
That is a Netherlands sandwich waiting to happen. Yeah, these are starting to get faster now that I am confident I know what I'm doing.
Do you need this?
No. That helps. I think you've got all of these the correct way around. Nope. Most of these are.
What way around is it supposed to go?
So the side that's got the clip thing is supposed to have the 2 holes. If that makes sense. Not the ramp.
What?
The side that has this clip thing is supposed to have not the ramp side on it. You got to do one of these things for every key.
Doesn't matter what way you turn it, it's still the same.
No, well, one side has the ramp.
Oh.
And then one side has the holes. No, so this isn't for every key. This is only for the long keys, like spacebar and right shift, enter, and backspace. And if you're on ANSI layout, then it would also be left shift. Because they have 4 long keys. We only have 3, thankfully, thanks to our very small left shift. Tiny baby left shift. Come on, Andrew. Yeah, I'm on. Click, damn you. Right? That looks like another stabilizer that stabilizes. Not very well, actually. I'm much more concerned about that one. I mean, it goes up and down. You sniffing your pits again.
Stick.
You want to go shower? You sure? You cool you down. Could even turn the hot water not on. Alright. When we're done with this, we can put the lube away for a little bit. Thankfully, I've lubed all the other switches and filmed them, because otherwise we would literally get nothing done today. We'll be streaming until like 7 PM. We'll have assembled one keyboard. Alright, so now all that's left is to do the giant wire. Actually, let me double check this is the right way around. Hold on that side, excelente. I feel like I want to paint that slightly more, so it's like properly over. I'm sure this is probably cutting severely into the lube budget, but I'm willing to take an L on my first set of lube.
Just bearing in mind we've got 2 more keyboards to do.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it.
But I'd remind you.
Go in the hole.
That's what she said. I am a child.
I can't. I'm struggling. Once again. Making me question whether this was the correct way. It is. It's just not going in. You want to try?
What?
Son of...
What are you trying?
I'm trying to stick this through the hole.
That hole?
Yes, whilst also going through the thing. I don't mind doing the click
What way?
bit.
That way?
That way.
That way. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because you can just twist it.
Under the cluster?
Yeah. So the bottom hole of it would face down. Alright. I'm eventually going to need to find more space for the junk that comes from all this stuff. Yeah, this one's definitely the most difficult to put through. I don't know if he says anything about it.
Really is just sort of a trial and error thing, and it comes with experience. As you continue to lube and mod more
nothing about the
stabilizers,
spacebar just being more difficult. Any luck? The other ones, I nearly said easy. The other ones were less difficult. You are now probably covered in lube. Ah, there we go. Probably go wash your hands. There we go. Oh, that was horrendous. That was horrendous. And I have to do it again. Yeah. Now that I'm good at lubing switches normally, and maybe eventually I'll do bag lubing in future because it's just so much less time consuming. I would say this is definitely the worst bit, especially because it's the bit that affects the board the most. Everything can sound beautiful, but then if your spacebar sounds like crap, it makes you sad. Oh, this one's back. I'm committing many keyboard building sins right now. Stacking them up, but it's okay. Wow, that one just went in like it was crazy lubed or something. That's OD. There we go, we did it. We lubed the spacebar. I feel grim. I'm going to put this lube away and I'm gonna wash my hands, and you should too, because that's filth. That was filth. Where did I put the lid for this? Please kill me.
For what?
For the lube brush. Alright, I'll stick that over there for now. We need more strength. I won't be able to syringe in more lube, but I may just throw a cheeky bit extra in there as things go. Alright, let's go wash our hands, because filth. You will have to move first. You need to wash your hands as well. Did you not get it? Well, you got food on yourself.
No. I was being good. I didn't get any on me.
Alright. Alright. Nah. I should not have sat down.
Why?
I brought all the keyboard stuff. Left the keyboards on your bed. Did you go get it?
No.
Well, I'm just gonna have to nudge past you again, aren't I? I've got something very cool to show off later. So, there's a build guide for this keyboard. There's a build guide for this keyboard, and we will have it up, mostly because we are gonna get nowhere without it. CU80. Pinned messages, there it is. Yada yada yada. Wait, no, is this the flashing guide? This isn't the build guide, this is the flash guide, damn it. I've already flashed this. Build guide, there we go. And I've downloaded it for the 9th time. Yeah, in round 1 these used to come with sweets. Just used to send you sweets in a bag. Alright. So, we're gonna put our switches into, well, we're gonna put the stabilizers in. I've never actually screwed in stabilizers, so this is going to be a learning experience. Because we're doing an ISO board, let's do this, we'll do the spacebar first. I went through the effort of washing my hands, so they immediately get sticky again. You love to see it. Wait, how are the washers supposed to go back? I hate me so much.
Yay!
Oh, did you step 10 the boy?
Yeah! I recognized, yeah, it was fine.
Congratulations. Oh, that's cool. I like when individual sellers just have like a little bit of extra personality in the things they do. Alright, so we need washers for the screws. I don't really know where the washer is supposed to go. Phillips head screwdriver. Can you grab the screwdriver out of the thingy, please? Thank you. Oh, can you take the screwdriver bit? It would have been in it and just fallen out. I unfortunately don't have... There it is. I feel largely unintelligent, which has been a reoccurring theme throughout the entire build. Okay, I wouldn't be an Andrew streamer if I felt remotely intelligent whilst doing it.
Oh, I didn't realise I was that keen.
Yeah, you did. Well, that's why they give you spares.
Pick them up.
Do you see it? Because I don't see it.
What was it?
It was a black screw. And also tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, we'll see if I need it first. 1, 2.
Oh, he's now 3-5.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're safe. We're safe. He gave us spare screw at the end. Okay. Stabilizer should only go one direction as the holes are sized differently.
He is now 2-5.
Right, time to just zoom mega far. So you screw in from the back. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, idiot. Okay, so you go that side down first, because then it can actually like clip into the hole. Right, I'm largely concerned about shorting here. There we go. Stabilizers clip in. And we take our screw, our washer, screw, our washer and screw at the same time. That's the easy way of doing it. This is where I need like a magnetic screwdriver, or just a normal screwdriver. You punk. It like popped out. Hold it from one side whilst we screw it. Well, this has been a learning experience. Ooh! Please don't crack the PCB, I will cry. Damn, a Fukushima reject.
That was step 1.
Wait, step 1? What are you doing step 1? You got Don's Energy. Yep, there's the new Don's Energy in the car. Alright, please stop pulling on this banner. You got double Don. Alright. Alright, stop pulling on the banner.
Why?
Because you've got what the you've got the best unit on the banner.
I didn't want him though.
Why are you pulling for Uri?
I don't want Uryu either.
What are you pulling for?
Noitora, Annabelle, and Fifth.
Don't pull on a banner like that for that. That is a complete...
It's still only step 1.
Yeah, that was... Stop pulling on that banner. You're pulling on the banner for the wrong reason. Also, don't you already have Halibel?
Not that one. Oh.
Where's my screwdriver? Yeah, this is stress. Why is everything about stabilizers unfun?
They're not stable. I'm not funny either.
No. We make a great pair of very unfunny people. Alright, well that seems stable enough. We've got our first stabilizer
Must
in.
be nice. Also, this is stupid. Like, same.
Yeah. We've got our first stabilizers that I think work. I don't know. If they suck, I'm sorry, Howie. When they suck, I'm sorry, Howie. Alright, so that's the first set of stabilizers. Now I just need to do that a bunch more time. Not how the original version of that song goes.
Yes,
Very funny.
I know. But it's great.
It's a terrible song.
I know.
So that is right shift. I probably should just plug the keyboard in, but then I risk shorting it.
Yes. When do you get summoned medal? Okay.
I've been a thing for a while. Oh, and then these ones go that way. Okay.
How do you spend them?
I don't really know.
Summoned medal exchange. You can get brushes, 5-star summon ticket for 20.
This is definitely not a build
Rainbow.
guide. This is just a.
Rainbow pots, 32. So I'm gonna save up.
Jade, could you be a deer and put the washers on all of these screws, please? That's domestic violence.
What am I doing?
Putting the washers on
The what?
the red circle things on
God.
the black screws.
They are hard to see on your, red mouse mount.
Yes.
Right, where? What one?
Or just put the screw in the washer for all of them. You have Subway because you have volleyball meetings? Subway is good? What do you mean? No, I'm just saying, can you just put the washers on the screws so that way when I pick up the screw I don't have to try and fumble for a washer. Because I once again have
We
lube on
have a
them.
shower, you know.
You're too good a mood after filling from jar.
I have Subway because I have volleyball. Nice.
I'll take this out at the gym.
Huh?
I'll take this out on you at the gym.
If it's even good, you know.
We'll see. Depends on how much progress we make with this.
Door, never mind.
Oh yeah, your keyboard's going first.
We haven't heard the door.
Mum's back now, it doesn't matter. Ooh, let's not strip these screws. What did you get in your Subway sandwich, Jamie?
Subway.
Because you've mentioned it, you have now opened
No, I've
it.
never actually had Subway.
Invalid. You can make sandwiches at home.
I don't eat barely any stuff they got, so I don't see why I should waste money on something I won't eat.
Chicken and bacon, not bad, not bad. The salsas in there. Vegetables.
What is that emote?
That is
That is amazing.
it is an animated sub emote from Life Arrow.
It's amazing. I love it.
Yes, he has probably the best emotes on Twitch.
I'm only doing 8, right?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. I'm not convinced the stabilizer is in properly.
Onion not. What?
A sprinkle of onion, not too much so it doesn't overpower, and then you got ketchup. Nice one.
Why would you put ketchup with onion?
Oh, I mean, that's what you put on like a hot dog.
Gross.
It's like a hot dog, except without the dog or the hot. Oh, did you actually? That's a valid question. Did you toast it?
I actually want a hot dog.
You always want a hot dog. I don't know what you're saying now, or like if there's any. This is like new information. You're in a constant state of I want hot dog.
Like the Louis Cabernet?
No.
Fine.
Well, if you want to go to Lidl.
We are going to town, aren't we? I can always
Are
order
we?
something. Yeah. Charmaine.
We're doing that today? I thought we were doing that tomorrow.
What?
I don't care.
I can always go after something.
We can go whenever. Depends on how tired you are after gym.
Yeah, but remember, town closes at like 6.
Yeah. Well, step one, we should finish. We should finish
The
Howie's
keyboards.
board.
Yeah.
And then we'll see. I would ideally like to do all of the boards in one stream.
Yeah, same.
Of course, toasted,
We'll
get the
probably
melty
end up going
cheese.
tomorrow
Excellent.
then. But I mean, we could always do gym tomorrow after swimming. Worst case.
Yeah,
Or
we'll see.
before yoga.
This is an experience.
Yeah, go to the gym next time. I also need to put up that. It's gonna be 25, I think.
You didn't see that. Yeah, if she's got the same age gap as you and as me and Ryan, then yeah, she'll be 25. That's crazy. I'm turning 24 like next week. Or like the week after, I don't really know.
It's next week.
Next
Today's the 8th,
No.
so it should be next Thursday.
No, because that'll be the 15th. It'll be next Friday.
No, I swear. Your birthday's on a Thursday. I said it's your day off.
Yeah, it is a Thursday.
Yes.
So it's next week tomorrow.
We weren't kidding about the training.
I told you. I was very clear.
I'll go stick it in charge for a bit. Let me know when we need it.
Yeah. We won't need it until Howie's board is done, which is what I said at the beginning.
Yeah, well.
There we go. That's 1, 2, 3. Now the fourth one goes here. And it's great because we've just learned this layout and then it will be, well, not completely different, but then it will be slightly different on the other board. I hate how much lube I just spread everywhere. Shouldn't interfere with the board's performance, hopefully. You would think that PCBs would be designed so that when you put lubed compartments on them, they don't just cry and combust into flames. Well, put it back on then.
We all good.
Alright, I think the music has just like run out, which is hugely inconvenient. I might just put on everyone's favorite lo-fi radio because honestly I can't be bothered to keep changing playlists. Lod.
Ah, I do that one too.
Yeah, I think everyone does. I can't hear this at all.
Let me turn it up on
It's already in max. How are we doing? Are we louder than that? We're still fine. We could probably turn it down like a smidge. There we go. Who sent me messages on Telegram?
there. I didn't.
Oh, right, it was you. The music was still on. It sounded like it had gone, and I did become aware that I'd set the playlist to play. I hadn't actually like set it to YouTube. Like, what's it called? What was it called? The YouTube, like, radio feature. So it would eventually just stop and I would forget about it. Is it still loud or have we fixed it?
Well, you are loud. Well, I'm not, but you're louder than the music.
Yeah, what about you?
I'm like, same.
Alright, well, let's move this that way. It needs to be closer to you because I'm loud. And you're less so. Okay. That is now 4 stabilizers put down. This looks hideous without the context of the rest of the board. Just this purple and green. It's not fantastic looking. It clashes really hard with the red and it is making me violently upset. What's with the red board? Just all the CU80s have red boards and the CU65s do not. They have blue boards. I guess spoilers for later. Alright, PCB mount. Alright, so now we need to mount the PCB. So, I may have forgotten to do some more prep. We're gonna put foam in this board.
Okay.
The foam is not in this room.
You're getting it.
I'll be honest. Not sure I know where the foam is.
Nice. Alright. Oh, that's heavy. Only you would know, you're the one who had it. Why?
I put it in this old, Ooh, you want to show that off or do you want to save it for later?
What?
That.
Up to you.
Oh, Mum moved it.
I moved it.
Oh, you moved it. Yes. As you can see, our desk. What's on my desk? Did you answer that question? What was that? Ash asked you a question.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have.
Okay. Do you want to hold this? Okay, so we need to move this out of the way again. I thought that was you throwing the wrist rest, and my brain went into just like shock. Alright, so I need to measure enough foam to fill this.
How are you putting it on glue?
Clip now. Just gonna
Sit.
sit, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say.
So this was incredibly scuffed when I did it the first time, and it will be incredibly scuffed when I do it this time.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah.
Ugh. Why don't you just like cut it a bit with scissors?
in my head marking it that way was easier. But I realize all I've done is add an additional step. The stickers are still, the plasters still maintain their stick.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got a cut there, now I just need to find...
You know, it's not straight, right? Like...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be straight. Now, where does it... About
You're
there?
just adding a step.
Well, now I can actually just pick it up and cut it normally.
Do you want to do it here so at least you know that it's like straight? Like when you do cut it at the bottom? Because it could be wonky otherwise.
Wonky's not too bad as long as the holes, as long as I make holes. Where am I cutting? Like here?
Ish. Just so then you know.
Right. Hello, Marcus. It's going.
It's going.
Yeah, we'll go with it's going. I hesitate to say poorly. I feel like that would be bad faith. We have made progress. Not a lot of it, but we have made progress. My ability to cut in a straight line leaves much to be desired.
It's got ruler and pencil.
That would be intelligent. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is instead just commit to the mistake and trim accordingly. This was not even remotely close to being a straight line.
No.
The stream makes it look like a lot more of a straight line than it is. To stream, I look great.
Oh, it's better to overdo it than underdo it though.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to this wonky camera angle, it looks like I can cut perfectly straight lines. Alright, I've slightly underdone it on one side, according to my previous marking. But we're going to assume my previous marking is wrong. My own mental health.
That's disappointing.
Alright, so... doesn't really show very well because obviously the thing is black, but like, if we look at that,
You can sort of see it.
that's a pretty good, not perfect, but yeah, I did undercut it slightly. But we did have this extra tab here, so if I trim that off, maybe I can use it to fill what's left. Because I do need this technically to be smaller than the size of the base plate, because otherwise it won't fit, obviously. Well, back to trimming.
I really think you should probably get a pencil.
That's understandable. However, this is going to be in the inside and nobody will see it. And outside of the video evidence documenting its existence, no one will know. Howie will never open up this board. Hopefully. Howie, please never open up this board. You know what? We're nearly done. I think just a little bit off the top. I did a pretty good job. Did a pretty passable job. I did a job. There we go. The pencil will now probably be useful for getting holes in it. Or just like a sharp skewer of some sort. Jade, could you find some form of sharp skewer, please?
Skewer?
Something that I can use to stab holes.
You have scissors?
Something that fits through these tiny screw holes.
Tweezers?
That's a good shout. I'm not sure what...
If need be, you might just have to mark it with a pencil and stab it with one of the ends of the scissors.
I hope you're not planning on buying chrome. Yeah, I'm trying to stab without scratching the finish, because that would upset me like endlessly. What am I doing? Why am I making threading holes? I'm just gonna brute force it the way I always do. Alright. This is how I've done all of these before. And people would judge me for it, but that's okay. Oh, this is at the end. Alright, let's actually refer back to the build guide. Here's our top plate. So now we turn this upside down. There's just no space. Supposedly, it should all just... Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It's upside down, but we'll ignore that for now. Go that way. There's all our standoffs. With all of the stabilizers working as intended. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Okay, no. The spacebar stabilizers aren't quite correct. We'll fix those before we put this properly in the board. Because the spacebar is probably going to be the most annoying thing if it's not perfect. Now if that would just magically seat itself as easily as it did the first time. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is all in such a weird order. Could you reach into the box and pull out the long metal leg? Everybody knows. Yeah, that box. No. Well, there was no place to put it. There wasn't the floor.
Well, is it in here?
Could you take it out of the... There's stuff in them, Mum. Does it not feel heavy when you pick them up? No, it wasn't in the bin.
Is it this?
Yes, it is those. You pull out the longest one, please. It's occurred to me I may have still had lube on my hands. Well, it'll show up in the toxicology report, I'm sure. That seems like the correct length. Alright. Back in your lap. Yes. This can be fiddly because you don't want to scratch things. Absolutely correct. I would be very upset. It's not my board, which actually probably would make me more upset. Okay. Place a piece of paper covering 2 of the 3. Paper? I wasn't told I needed paper. Too far away. Place a piece of paper covering 2 of the 3 holes in the back plate. Okay.
There is more than 3 holes.
And then place the uncovered screw through the plate in line with the corresponding foot. What? Oh, okay, no, that does make sense. Thank you. I think it means something like that. Because then when we... Wait. Where are the screws for this? I bet they're in that box. Ah, yes, there should have been a... There should be 3 bags of screws in there. Can you grab just one of them, please? Thank you. Man, that's a lot of screws.
But there is a lot of holes.
There are. I assume these ones are for the...
You're getting marks.
These are on the inside there. Clean it. All the screws look... Really? They all look different, and I don't know what they're for. Are they labelled? They're not labelled.
No, I don't think it matters. I'm going to show you on there. But it's...
So... What? This talks about washers as well, and I'm now very concerned. Oh, it's because I haven't screwed these down yet.
Them ones. Go back to the picture.
Yeah.
I think it could also be them ones though.
No, I think it's these ones. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, it's as many as the holes in the board.
1, 2, 3.
It's got 10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, you know what? We're just gonna yellow that. No, alright. I figured out we've missed a step. And by we, I mean I have missed a step again. Following a simple guide apparently is just beyond the scope of my abilities. Trying not to scratch the board. Scratches the board. Alright, so we actually need to screw this into the top plate, which makes sense. Do you remember all the fun you were having putting washers on screws?
I'm so sorry, Howie, that we're using your keyboard as a practice for us.
You knew what he was getting. Alright, so you were totally right. And these screws go on the inside. So, as a thank you for being correct, could you wash all of these, please? This time, if you thought it was difficult seeing red on top of red,
White on top of white, thank you.
Here's clear on top of white. I can't see any of those. They show way better on stream though.
I mean, I can see them, but I don't know what you.
I'm blind.
You have glasses on.
Yes, and apparently
You say I need glasses.
I think you. I'm. It's not that you need glasses. I think it's that you should perform medical checks in order to confirm that your body is in tip-top shape.
But it isn't. Well,
How many keyboards do I own now?
too many. I own 2 right now.
When we're done with this stream, I will own 3. Mum will own 2, and Jade will own 2.
And eventually I will own 3.
Yes, and Jade will eventually own 3, and I will own 4.
Because I don't know what I'll... No.
Well, you've still got your...
Yeah, so once we get the white one done, then it would be 3. Yeah.
I'm gonna put this down here.
Though I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet on my course test stuff.
We're gonna throw it out.
No, I might actually give it to Ashley or Amy.
That counts as throwing it out. It will be.
They're looking to upgrade their stuff anyway.
It will be gone from my presence, which is the most important thing.
Not even in your presence right now.
No, but it takes up a huge amount of space in my head rent free. So.
What, that I own Corsair?
That the keyboard exists.
What's wrong with my keyboard? There's nothing wrong with my keyboard. There is literally nothing wrong with it.
The screws go a lot deeper than I thought they would. I'm just gonna finger tight these because I don't want to crack the board. 1. Oh, these really hide themselves. Like, look at this. This one's just like in the middle of a nav cluster.
I can't see. I'm just kind of in the way.
There you go. That screw
Oh yeah.
just hidden in the nav cluster. Teeny tiny boy.
I'm also going to use these on these.
Yeah, he may have just given us spare washers. I think he actually did enough washers that you could do a washer on each side, but I'm not doing that. And I think the general consensus from most people is
10 left, and there's 10 of these.
I mean, that also works.
So
But there was also 10 of these, wasn't there?
I don't know, you can.
Well. As we've seen with most of my abilities today, they leave.
You counted 11. I don't know where you got 11 because it should have only been 10.
No. I'm not on top form today. I'm struggling.
I noticed.
No, I just remembered that my other screwdriver also, the nibs fall out. So literally, no matter how I do this, I'm still just gonna be mad that the screwdriver falls out every time I use gravity. Alright, how are we doing? That one goes down center. Well, hopefully the CU65 build will be faster because I will be slightly less per acre. Interesting. This is a CU80 V2, but it's a round 3 board. I guess they just didn't redo the PCB because they were happy with the PCB from round 2. Interesting. I would love to stop dropping that directly. Oh, that was a click and a half. Tiny screw. Yeah, without a build guide, this would be... I would not know where to put these. I'm truly a master of being able to do things just slightly off camera. Yeah, there we go. Now we got pajama cam. Let's go.
Can't move it.
Nah, that's probably fine. Hold on in one. Yeah, that looks fine. I need a better screwdriver if this becomes a thing that I do more often. I just need a better screwdriver. I don't even know where I got... Oh no, I got this from when we were assembling my desk in 3rd year. The house that rinsed me of all of my savings. So I could sleep in a cupboard. Wait, what was the green? Why is this one green? The green hole may or may not be used, depending on if it's actually a screw hole. What does that mean? should be populated with a flat top screw and silicone washer. I don't like that it said flat top, because I did not use a flat top. Also, the picture does not make it look like a flat top. Uh-oh. Yep. No, I was right. I second guessed myself because of the photo. That's cursed. Alright, time to redo all of these. It was the flat screw. It makes more sense for internals. Alright, could you help me with the washers again, please? I might be able to keep some of these washers still, but I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't count on me being anything right in this first build.
Oh, you can't lose any of the washers. We've got some for them.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to lose any. I was just seeing if I could maybe.
Well, you have lost one because that one's not one.
Alright, well, I don't think we actually need them for the backplate ones.
Yeah, and if you do, you won't have enough.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, that looks more like something that should be in a in a keyboard. Oh, why did I have this realization right at the end of screwing in everything? I might leave that middle one open because it implied that it was optional.
You've lost 2 of them now.
No, I'm just switching these ones out. I'm using the same washers that we put in the first time to save you having to redo washers. And because I'm not doing a terrible job, but so far. I hope watching me fumble around like a buffoon has been entertaining for some people. Because this is a shambles. This is the most shambles thing I've done in a while. Which is quite impressive. Just because I want to do all of these and replace the washers straight away. I'm so glad that I flashed the firmware for this like previously, because if we had to do that as well, nightmare. Oh, this looks so much better. Are you still doing the thunder event? Ah, this had the washer in it, no.
I'm just doing world quests.
getting heckled by the union about the VGU? Why can't... Estimate. They remove your role from VGU and then still ask you questions about VGU? Estimate. Estimate. You should just hit him with the, I don't know, it's not my society no more. The IDK. Shrug emoji. Just every time you get a question, you should just act like a Nicky roll. Realistically, all you should be responding to is stuff that's to do with esports, since that's now your role. And there's less of a, oh, we're in it together because we're a team sort of thing, because now, technically, just more of an associate, thanks to the new ruling. Oh yeah, no, I also have access to the Facebook Messenger, so I see all of that. Oh, I found an extra washer. So we have one. Oh, there we go. How is that washer? Oh, let's take it in the middle. After yesterday's one, I kind of stopped paying attention to it because it seemed like you had it under control. Well, I say under control, it seemed like you were doing a fine job. But yeah, no, I've seen everything. I mean, there was some stuff that I answered before it was even seen by you. So I got the notification it happened to be available to respond. And it was more of a question for game dev, really. So I was like, yeah, his game dev society. This is probably what you need. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. Interesting, so he gives you 1 extra screw, allowing you to mess up a singular time. Or there's supposed to be a 10th one in the bottom corner that hasn't been cycled. Which is equally possible. Or I guess the middle one. You could include the middle one, but he hasn't included the middle one, so I'm not going to either. Alright, so this is now all screwed down. So now we're sorting out the back plate. And now we know that the screws are these bobbly screw thingy. That's looking pretty cool, ignoring the lubrication marks. Needs to be wiped down. So there we go. All sorted. Please ignore all of this. This is sin. I hate it. Alright, so now we need to sort out the back plate. And then I will be able to make full use of your assistance. Hopefully. I really don't understand this whole paper nonsense. I guess it's to stop you from like scratching it, but like, yeah. actually, I can see how this paper is useful for stopping you scratching it. If you just get this one screwed in, and surely the others will go swimmingly. That does not feel like it's gone in the slightest. That's because it hasn't. August.
Oh, that scratch sound is awful.
I'm sorry. Not convinced this is the right screw. Is it not supposed to be the washer messing it up? Am I stupid? Yes. The answer is yes. Where them thick big boy screws? You are thoroughly busy, I see. Well, there's 3 of these, and there's 3 big holes for the thing, so I can only imagine. Nice. Okay, we got this. We got this for realsies. Paper. Line up. There we go. There's one. Yeah, this was smart. I like this. This idea is clever. I like this.
For context, for anyone who didn't realise what Andrew was on about me being busy, I'm playing Genshin right now.
So she's being incredibly useful.
I don't know what else to do, so I'm just gonna play a game until, you know.
Which is fair. Although the thing to do is help when I ask.
In what? How?
When I ask for the big boy screws.
They're right there.
Well, no, I mean these were the big boy screws. The big one.
Yeah, I took them all out.
Did this come with an Allen key, or were we just expected to have one? I'm becoming increasingly unsure. Oh! Are you in combat? Once you're up. Okay, can you pause? Because there's Allen keys over there.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah. I think we're nearly done, because we've got the foam that goes onto the thing. Let's screw it in. Yeah, we're nearly done. We're about to have assembled the board, and then all we need to do is put every single switch in.
Which isn't too difficult.
No, as long as we don't bend or break any of them.
No.
Oh, I might actually also have to lube like 1 or 2, because I was like, haha, I'll do these on stream, so that way I only have to do it once when I'm shooting B-roll and people can see me do it on stream. And then I realize every time I do stuff like this, all it does is make more work for me later, when I will be more mad about it. Right, now which of these Allen keys is going to be? Yo, first try? Oh, I guess it was technically second try, but 1.5 try? There we go. Keep that handy for later, I guess. Will we finish the board before Howie wakes up?
No.
It's not exactly giving us a tight deadline. Okay, now, people are probably going to disagree with what I'm about to do next. However, I want you to know this is how I've done it every single time, because I'm a terrible, terrible human. Well, we kind of just a couple of times. This is not how you should do it. Normally, it well, normally it does ship with some foam that's like, not laser cut, but, or maybe it is laser cut, I don't know. It's like, it's got some pre-cut foam that has the holes already cut in. But most people replace the foam with aftermarket foam anyway, so if you're doing this and replacing it with aftermarket foam, then you know you need to do it. The round 3 orders didn't have foam included because the factory just didn't do it and then didn't tell them until like after stuff was already like after they like already arrived. So I can't help but notice there was an extra hole here in his one, but I don't see it, so I'm just going to leave it. And when it becomes a problem later, I will deal with it.
Sorry, I realised I was moving the camera so much.
Were you?
Yeah, I was doing this. But...
oh, right, yeah, you're wiggling that.
yeah, so I didn't realise.
Nice. S, invite you on here to my stream. Sabbath. S.
Still not right.
Alright, so now we've got 3 more to tap. I don't really know what those 3 holes that were left up at the top. I get for the USB, there's like a cutout, but I don't really know what the middle 2 or the left one or the top 2 are. Again, this is not how I would recommend, well, this is not the way that you should do this. However, this is the way I will continue to do it until it causes me a major problem. Then I will go, ugh. Actually, like, pencil in stuff and cut foam accordingly. Ideally, just...
you're not even doing it on camera.
No, this one's being slightly tough. Almost like this is an ill-recommended way of doing it. Oh, flathead to coax it around. There's one up here. The upside of doing it this way, though, is you get the least amount of not foam. Not exactly an elegant way of putting it, but also correct. Yeah, I don't even think I need to cut anything else out. Yeah, I don't really know what the top... oh, it's just where a screw would be? I don't know, we'll leave it as that way, and when it becomes a problem later, we can all point and laugh. So now, I should be able to align the back plate. I should be able to align the back plate here. And then just be able to screw it all together. And then I just need to put the foot bar on. But I wipe it down first with my hopefully clean at that point hands. I can get us a second screwdriver, because then we can both just screw in, and you start from the left, I start from the right.
Up to you. just trying to put the foam away. Foam has been put away.
Excellent. We will avoid using it for as long as... I used to love this thing and now I hate it. Because the magnetism ran out and now it doesn't do its one job properly. Well, I mean, it still screws things, but it doesn't hold the bits in properly. Okay. Which scuffed one do you want to use? Do you want to use the pen scuffed one? Or the yellow stuff.
Yellow.
Alright, there you go. Yeah, you will need to pay. You will need to use both. Probably. Nice. Right. None of... Yeah, we need to put washers. Oh, these are on top of the bag. Oops.
You need 2 hands, he says. I'm doing this whilst also playing a game.
Alright. Well. Yeah, I've got very small comeback.
Shut the right through. Yeah.
So far, how would you rate this building experience out of 10?
Hey,
Yeah.
0. It's boring.
What would you say difficulty-wise out of 10?
I don't know, I haven't been doing half of it.
Well, you're going to be more hands-on for your CU65.
Yeah.
So do you want to build both CU65s at the same time once we've got the stabilizers made, or
We might as well. Then you
want to
know,
do one
gets
at a
it.
time?
Oh, we can do 2 at a time unless we run into any difficulties.
Okay. Well, all of the keys caps are hopefully that type of as well. Ooh. I thought I actually fumbled at the last moment and just dropped the screwdriver directly on top of it and just gashed it like my Chun-Li stick. I'd be very upset. Even though it's the bottom of the keyboard, hopefully people wouldn't see it very often. I like the 3 designed in the United Kingdom, manufactured in China, assembled by you. I was like, oh, it was. We can do. That's how he's going to look at that and he's going to go, oh. No. Take a Sharpie to it. Oh, alright, now for the most painful part of the build. This rubber footbar. Did I sleep in the right line? How was that happen? How was our footbar ended up longer than... Oh, I thought I was going to first try it, but somehow our footbar has ended up longer.
Can you just not cut it?
That's the middle. That's that side. Oh, now I can see how everyone says this is one of the most frustrating parts of the build. No, this is just straight up too long.
You need a smaller one?
No, because the smaller ones.
There is smaller ones.
Yeah, the smaller ones are for the smaller boards.
Well, then... Oh, it's not right at the end though.
Yeah, it's because the rubber's too long. So it doesn't actually...
So just cut it then. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad, he says. Looks up at stream.
Well, no one's going to be looking at underneath it anyway.
Yeah, as long as it stays stuck. Is the main thing. And if it provides the correct grip. It was looking like it was going to go so well. I mean, that slides around as much as mine does. Actually, it probably slides around less than mine does. Alright, are you now ready for the fun bit?
Put these on?
Putting the switches in. That only took 2 hours.
Hopefully the next keyboards won't take as long. Hopefully it'll take 2 hours to do everything instead of just that.
So, before we put them in, I'm actually going to have to pause the music for a cheeky bit. I've got 2 switches to lube, and then we've got to do a sound test real quick. Then, got 2 switches to show off. Lubed versus unlubed. And then I will lube those whilst you finish off the rest.
Yep. Whoa.
Alright. I'm gonna have to change the sound profile. Ooh, I do not know how we're gonna do this. I need it to be on camera, but I also need the microphone to be close. Alright, cool. So now if I